So Christy and Steve Gonzalez were led to believe by the prosecution that Kaylee died in her sleep. They weren't really educated on what happened to their daughter for like 2 years and 9 months. The judge told them to shut their mouths, especially Steve, and not talk to the press. And I know there's people stating, well, you know, he was giving stuff away. He shouldn't be talking to the press. Imagine if it were your child and you didn't know what happened. And it seemed like the entire system was protecting the suspect. I'm going to show you some clips of the Nancy Grace show with Steve and Christy, and let's break it down.
We learned all the truth from her autopsy report, and we were given her autopsy report on a thumb drive during the sentencing. The investigator walked into the courtroom that day and said, and we had arranged that, and he said, here's the autopsy report. So in reading that autopsy report, we found out that Kaylee had been stabbed 24 times to her face and head. She had 11 to her chest, neck, and like torso area, and 3 to her upper extremities. So I thought about her eyes too. I was like, was her eyes stabbed? But somehow or another, Kaylee's eyes had not been stabbed. Kaylee did have really bad facial damage. Some of her teeth were missing. Several were broken. And she had 2 subdural hematomas to her head. So her nose was broken badly.
Yeah, so that, for me, it was outrage because my daughter was fighting up to her very last breath. Over and over, she kept trying to get out of that bed, and he was just drilling her. Yeah. And she's fighting for her last breath, and I got this old Santa Claus who's just throwing out a white towel, just saying, oh, let's just make it all go away. And I want these type of killings to stop, and you don't do that with weak prosecutors, and this man is extremely bad at his job. And just yesterday, we asked AI, what are the safest countries in the world? And out of the top 10, every single one of them have the death penalty. Well, 8 of them have the capital. So for somebody to think that capital murder doesn't work, well, the safest countries in the world use it, and they don't use it like how we are in America.
Yeah.
As just a bargaining chip.
Yeah, Idaho has it, but our guys have been there for a long time. And we knew this wasn't going to happen fast, but he was going to be on death row. It's the principle. He deserves to ultimately die. Now, maybe he's going to die of natural causes or just because he gets old in there. But we were hoping, because they just brought back the firing squad, that here in Idaho, things were going to pick back up and they were